All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Henry, get that quarterback and all.
They'll run on first down. Green. And right away, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd and 2, Haskins. That's caught. It's Malone. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Gardner. Got a man, it's Brown. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Gardner. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Haskins down around his goal line. Looking downfield for Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You go tight. You got tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back to you.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Tighten down. There you go.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Sean Wilson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
54's Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Wilson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gardner. He finds Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Check, ready. 6 yards. Check my 21. He can't hang. He's not going to get it.
They'll run on first down. Wilson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Check my 21. I'm scared.
On 2nd down now. It's Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on. 21. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Throwing on first down. Gardner. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Stop me.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They run the toss here to Wilson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Operating from the gun. Gardner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Geis. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man there is Malone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Malone, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now
this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Monte Nicholson picks it. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs lived for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On the draw, they go to Geis, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and long. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, set. Not a room. Check my 21. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 1st and 10, Gardner. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Gardner. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready. 51, 951. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big Shears right here. We got to step it up.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Malone with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another carry for Wilson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Gardner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run again with Wilson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Safe.
Operating from the gun. Gardner. Flushed out right. And a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Haskins. This one caught by his tight end, Mack. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Redskins.
Here we go. Hey, hold on.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Check. Watch it before. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Check 43. Go.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check. Run quick.
On the ground, Geis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 4. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
51, Mike 51. Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
7 yards there and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
I got one. Kill.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid. The reason that
he's got daylight. 30, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Sean Wilson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a run with Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Leo!
Geis. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins.